Hi there, my name is Amy Broghamer. I'm an author, a speaker, a trainer, and a coach, and a real estate agent in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how I have changed and modified my client events to be mobile client events. And all of this is done because we have now a pandemic that we need to work around. So this is one of the videos in my How To Because of COVID series. So typically what I do as a person that is in sales and looks for repeat and referral business, and I build a relationship based business, I do client events where I get to invite them to come and we get to chat and talk and make that connection and just continue further our relationship. Well, that's not as easy to do right now. So I figured out a way to work around this situation and get a little bit more exact about our mobile client events. So in the past, you may have heard this called a pop by. And a pop by in the past has been a situation where, for example, maybe I have created a bunch of gift bags with all the materials to make s'mores, and I would drop them off at my clients' houses on their front porch. And normally they wouldn't even be home. So I would be trying to get done as many as I possibly can in a day. When they got home, they would get the little treat. They would send me a message of thanks. I would put a little note in it and they would enjoy s'mores, right? That's in the past. Now what we're doing is we're turning that into a morphed pop-by / client event that I'm calling a mobile client event. So here's what I did. On June 5th was National Donut Day. Now, normally what I would do is get a bunch of donuts, have them packaged into 6 in a box. I would take them all to a location, either my house, a park, or meet them at the donut shop and have them come, grab some donuts, say hello, and go. We can't do that right now, or it's not really conducive during the pandemic. So what I decided to do was create a list of 30 people that between myself and my partner, we were going to visit on June 4th. So we had the donuts ordered from the bakery. I went and picked them up at 7:30. And then we had a strategic plan of which clients we were going to visit that day. Now, before picking up the donuts on a Thursday, on Monday, we began texting our clients. And here's a little bit about how that goes. We sent a text to Amanda and we said, "Hey, Amanda, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to be stopping by in the morning on the 4th with a really yummy treat. I would love to be able to say a socially distanced hello from the front porch if you have a couple minutes." Immediately we got responses. We got almost 100% response from the 30 people that we wanted to visit. They were all home on a Thursday because they're stuck home. And all of them wanted to chat. All of them were welcoming of it, except for 2 out of the 30 that were at work because they were essential employees. So when we sent the text out, we A, let them know we were coming. B, we told them what part of the day. So we did not confirm a time. We just said in the morning or the afternoon or around lunch because we put our route together. Then we asked for a socially distanced hello from the porch. We are not asking to enter the home, none of that. So it gave people that release to be able to say, okay, she knows that we need to social distance and she's saying that she's going to stay outside. So yes, I'll say hi, we'll chat, right? So I got the list of everybody that said yes, they would be there. And it's key to send the text in advance so that they know that you're coming and they're prepared to say hello. So we set it up that way. We organized our list of the most important people that we wanted to go see or we wanted to catch up with. Then we organized the whole process. So then On the boxes of donuts, I put together a flyer. And basically it just says, Happy National Donut Day. Let's celebrate summer with the best clients and our favorite real estate family. Don't worry, be happy. And then it says, we are open for business, just in case they didn't know or weren't sure. And it says, we would love to help your friends, family, neighbors, and coworkers with anything that they need. And we truly appreciate your support of our small business during this challenging time. And signed it and put our logo on there. And then on the back, we put the image that we have of all of our trusted sponsors for our events. Since we're not doing events, this is a mobile event, so we're allowing them to sponsor this. And we're using that money for the donuts and for the printing and things like that that we're doing for our mobile client event, right? So we had the box of 6 donuts that we had created by the bakery. We put this on it and we're ready to go. So then what we did is we went to the houses of our clients. So we showed up with a box of donuts, knocked on the door. They were expecting us. They knew we were coming and they knew that we were looking for a short chat, right? So what happened is almost every single person came out and talked to us. It was a very quality conversation. I would say an average of 15 minutes. Some were a little longer. And it was all quality. It was talking about how our families were doing, talking about how the remote school was working. I got a lot of questions about how the market was, how real estate is, and that enabled me to say, if you know of anybody, we would really appreciate that connection. And just really having real life, authentic conversations with people. So it went so well. Almost everybody was there that said they would be there. One person was putting a kid down for a nap that I missed, but she texted and said thanks and she was so sorry, right? So we were able to reach all of the people that we wanted. We were able to have really quality conversations with all of them. And what I want to kind of compare that to is at our client events, when we have hundreds of people, it's hard to have a really good, focused one-on-one conversation. We were able to do that with this. Also, with client events, we make the invitation and then we talk to whoever shows up. With the mobile event, you can be very strategic at saying, I haven't seen this person in a while. I'm going to text them and tell them I'm coming by, right? So that you can get that one-on-one conversation. And so if you have a list of, say, 100 people that you really want to get face-to-face with, start going down the list and take a day a week and start reaching out and planning on seeing 10 people a day. I'll tell you that I saw 20 people. My buyer's agent saw 10. It was all day for me. From 7:30 to 4 o'clock it took for me to go to all these houses. I wouldn't recommend it with chocolate in your car on a hot day. So in the future, what we're going to be doing is doing things like family game night mobile events. So we'll get a game, put it in a bag. We'll make some certificates for the winners. We'll put some candy and popcorn in there and just make it a family game night thing. And then when we put our flyer in there, it will give some recommendations and instructions on what games to play. And it will also have a call to action. Send us a picture of the winner with a certificate, or send us a picture of your family having a great time with the game. And then we can use that and send them a thank you note with the picture through our send out cards process. And or we can start posting them on social media if they allow, and just sharing how we're engaging our clients and we're creating memorable moments for them during a really interesting pandemic situation. So we have a list of about 10 different mobile client events that we're planning on doing throughout the rest of the year, as we have the opportunity to book out and time block our Thursday afternoons from noon to 4 to go and make these deliveries on the mobile client event, so that we don't have to do 20 in a day. We can take them chunk by chunk. And a couple of other points, and I'm looking at my notes here. A couple of other points I want to share is, a lot of times when I was at the house, I would ask to take a selfie with them, or if their kids dug in right away to the donuts, I took a picture of their faces covered in pink icing. Or sometimes they were taking naps when I dropped them off. So I got a text message from them later with the kids eating the donuts as a thank you. And I loved getting that. And it's great to have that and to share. I texted them the following day, thanking them for letting me drop by. And the pictures that I took on that day, this week I'm sending out a card of thanks. So picture of me and the kids, or a picture of the kids eating, or anything like that. That is a lasting memory that they will want to have, and that's a visual memory. And on the back of the card will be my real estate information, just as a gentle reminder in case they know of anybody that needs to buy or sell. Usually when your client's pictures are on the card, they will almost never throw it away, especially if their kids are on it. So that's why I love send out cards. And I will put a link to send out cards below. If you ever want to learn more about that, I'm happy to help. It is truly an amazing tool for a relationship-based business. And then the other thing I wanted to share is I have read this book called this 7 Steps to Yes, or 7 Yeses. And it is a great book that talks a little bit about what reciprocity is and what it means to someone. And so it's basically the concept of, if I give you something, you feel obligated to return something in response. Doesn't matter what the value is. It doesn't matter, how big or little it is. So what I've decided to do with some of these mobile client events is ask after the event, after I thank them, all of that, I say, hey, would you mind helping me with an online review? Guess what? They're all yeses after they've gotten, full from donuts and been the hero for their kids with these amazing donuts. And they will be more apt to write that online review, or whatever else. You may need a connection for something or whatever. So don't forget to use that opportunity to deliver or do the mobile client events with specific people that you're looking to enhance that relationship and create that situation where there is a reciprocity there in terms of asking them to do an online review that maybe they haven't had the time to do yet, but now they do, and they appreciate the fact that you took the time to drop off the donuts. I created this flyer in Canva. I love using Canva, and it's super easy to create and print. So those were the tools that I used to do the mobile client events. In the future, I'll be using, Sam's Club, buying in bulk, putting together the kits, popcorn, s'mores, all kinds of different family-oriented packages. We even have some ideas for doing like a cocktails to go, where we put all of the ingredients for, like, say, margaritas, and we drop those off at our clients' houses that don't have kids, but they can make the drinks. We'll give them the recipe. We'll give them, take a picture of yourselves when you're drinking the drinks, and that kind of thing that appeals more towards the non-kid group. And that's kind of our next focus, is the non-kid group, and making sure that they're getting the love too. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to link to a bunch of stuff down in the show notes, so check that out for sure. And also check out my other videos. I'm continuing to make videos on how to because of COVID. I did a video on how I'm modifying my ice cream social event coming up, and I'll be doing one on my adjusted Santa photo event in the fall, along with how to do a Halloween coloring contest is already on there, and how I used to do my Santa event is on there. There's all kinds of tools, so make sure that you subscribe if you want to stay connected to more ideas on how to because of COVID in the future. Have a great day. Thank you.